Hello, my friends. This is Mike Holt, and I'm glad to have you with me today. First off, we're looking at a buffalo. One of many buffalo in the park. He's shoveling out the snow, trying to get to the grass underneath. But what caught my eye are the beautiful ice crystals that you see on the right side of the screen here. And next up, we have the co-star of my video. This was a golden-eyed duck, and he just really captured my imagination because he was so beautiful. I've never seen an animal that's black and white that had such intricate coloration on his plumage, and he works very hard, just like the buffalo did, to find his meal underwater. You know, I have learned that while in search of the wolves, which can be very time-consuming, you cannot afford to take your eyes off the land because golden opportunities can come out of nowhere, like this fox making a spectacular dive here. However, you probably know me well enough by now to know that I am always in search of the wolves, the icons of the wilderness. And first up here, we have the wolves. You're looking at the junction pack here, and they are extremely far away on a mountainside in Yellowstone, and they are extremely happy and playing because they have a carcass here. It's not visible in the video, but it was extremely cold that morning too. The temperature was 8 below zero when I shot these movies, and of course didn't bother the wolves one bit. As you can see, they're playing and celebrating another day of plenty and another day of survival. And here we have a well-organized herd of buffalo. They're in tight formation. They come through this pass, and I'm always looking for the buffalo here, and I always look for something else, and it'll be coming up in just a minute. And I'll show you why they like to run in tight formation. And here they are, the wolves. They also frequent the same area, and it's a good place to look for the wolves, and the buffalo also know that too. Next up an extraordinary scene I am glad to show you today. It is a duck. Actually, I think it's a golden-eye duck. And two bald eagles that are determined they're going to catch him. But from what I can see, and we'll slow the motion down here, as you see one eagle here hovering above the area where the duck is in the water. The duck is really spending more time underwater than he is on top of the water because the poor guy has to come up for air every now and then. But this eagle is hovering, hoping to see the duck. And you will see in just a few seconds here, he'll plunge down into the water, but he's way off the mark. He misses the duck. And if you look very carefully, about 6 feet behind him, behind the eagle here, you will see the duck surface just for a second. And the eagle doesn't know where the duck is. And there you see the splash in the water about 6 feet behind the eagle. So it was a no-go for the eagle this time, but they will try again. And on the right side of the screen, you see bald eagle number 2 skimming the surface of the water, hoping to see the duck. As he does surface, he will surface in just a moment here. And there he just did. You can see the duck in the background. The eagle circles around, tries to get to him. And the eagle looks like he wanted to dive on the duck, but he's just a little bit wary about that for some reason. And he flies back. Here in slow motion, if we slow it down, you'll see exactly what's going on here. As you can see the duck in the background again. Eagle turns around, targets the duck, sees the duck, and he's going in for a swoop and hoping to catch that duck right there. But the duck sees him coming. Duck goes back underwater, and the eagle flies up in the air hoping he can dive on him. But the duck must have very sharp eyes because he sees him coming, and down under the water he goes again. And the eagle gives it up. So that is one very lucky duck. What you're looking at now is the largest elk herd I have ever seen anywhere. And I used to live in Colorado. I've seen a lot of elk before, but none like this. And what you're seeing right now in this enormous herd of elk, they run head on into 3 buffalo. And I can see some of the elk stopping and reversing direction here, but really the buffalo looked like they were just as nervous as you saw them run away. And after 4 days of bright sunny weather, finally a storm hit. It was a pretty vicious storm too, 60-70 mile an hour winds and lots of snow, and it's all very beautiful, and you'll see me talking about it here in just a moment.
Well, good morning, my friends.
what a difference a day makes. We should have photographed more of the mild temperatures and the sunlight, and the fact that there was absolutely no snow almost anywhere yesterday and 8 days before that. But today, everything has changed. Unfortunately, the park rangers were telling us we can't get too much further down this road here because it's all ice. It's iced over, and the snow plows have not completed it yet. We got a few miles in, but this is all we can do for today. And we're hoping that this abrupt change of weather will get the wolves moving and all the other wildlife. But you know what I'm looking for, what I've been looking for years now. Every time I come here, I want to find the wolves. I must find the wolves because that's what I want to show you, and that's what means a lot to me and all my dedicated photographer friends that are out here, that we have one purpose: to find the icon of the wilderness, the wolves, because it cannot be a true wilderness without the howl of the wolf. You can see this beautiful lava creek right behind me. There's no such thing as a bad day in Yellowstone. It's just that sometimes too much snow and ice on the road makes travel impossible, and we don't want to get into a dangerous situation. But it's a beautiful day as far as I'm concerned, and I just wish we could get further up and look for the wolves. But we'll have to take what we can get, and maybe it'll clear later on this afternoon, but we expect it to be clear tomorrow, and we'll be out here. So this is Mike Holt. Good to see you. Keep checking back, okay? You know, the dynamics of every individual pack, and you're looking at the junctions here, is very unique depending on who they are and what their relationship is to each other. It is fascinating for me to watch them doing what they do, especially when they're happy, as I can see they are here. Every time I look at them, I see them doing different kinds of things, playing differently. I see that some of the wolves seem to like each other much more than others. They all have their friends and their favorites in the pack, just like humans do. In fact, it's been said that a pack of wolves is more like humans than any other species of animal. And I definitely believe that they are extraordinary animals, and they are very entertaining to watch, especially in a situation like this. Hang on. Right now, I have a special surprise for you.